G'day guys, my name is Ben and this is the Lenovo Tab 4 10 Plus. So I'm going to give you my first thoughts of this. I've been using it for a week, so let's have a look. G'day guys, welcome back. As I stated in one of my previous videos, I was after a replacement for my old Samsung Galaxy Note Pro. It was my tablet user for about 3.5 years and it started failing due to battery life as electronics for 1 week on the pros and cons that I like about this device. The first con I'm going to give you is the glass construction. As you can probably see, the black model is an absolute fingerprint magnet. You've pretty much got to keep this thing in a case if you don't want fingerprints all over the back, because the back is glass, or it could be plastic. It sounds sort of like plastic, but they're saying it's a glass back. As for the front, I do have a screen protector on there, and you can still see the fingerprint smudges all over it. That's the drawbacks of having a touchscreen device, I guess. The second point I want to make, the screen is good for viewing consumption, but in this day and age, I would like to see something spec'd a little bit higher than just a full HD display, especially when you're watching a lot of 4K content on Netflix and stuff like that. I would really like to see a tablet manufacturer bring out even a 2K display would be better than what we've got now. A lot of smartphone manufacturers have done that with their smartphones, so it's about time that the tablet manufacturers catch up. So when I was in store, I was tossing up between this and the Samsung Tab S3, but the Samsung Tab S3 in Australia is just shy of $1,000. This I paid $450 on sale for, and I think for what I need, this does everything perfectly. It is super speedy. It comes with a Snapdragon 635 processor. This one has the 3GB of RAM fitted to it. It does everything nice and smoothly, and it does have a really clean implementation of the Google Android UI. It had a couple of pre-installed apps, but you can remove them. I think it had Netflix on there, and it had a couple of the Microsoft apps like your Outlook and Excel. You can actually delete them. They're not blocked into the device. So well done for that, Lenovo. Thank you. So down here on the bottom, there is a fingerprint scanner. I haven't actually used it because my tablet lives in my house and I'm the only one that uses it. So I'm not worried about people getting in there and finding out my details. I know if I take it somewhere, it's probably a good idea to have a fingerprint lock on there, but for ease of use, I just simply swipe to unlock. Going around to the left-hand side here, up the top, you have the volume rockers up and down, and you have a textured power button. Around on the right-hand side, you do have a flap that conceals your SD card slot. I have expanded this up to 32GB of RAM. You can go up to, I haven't actually looked into it, you might be able to go beyond 64. I know some manufacturers limit you at 64 gig. And up the top here you have your USB Type-C charger and your headphone jack. Along the top of the screen here you have two front-facing stereo speakers. That is one thing I would like to see them improve. The sound quality is okay. It's a little bit tinny and it doesn't actually sound as good as the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro that I've upgraded from. It had dual speakers, one on the left, one on the right, and it did have a better depth of sound to the speakers. It didn't sound as tinny. The actual processor itself, the Snapdragon 635, for light media consumption is a pretty snappy processor for what you want to do. It does everything smoothly. You'll be able to scroll through multiple screens, open apps at ease. It isn't as fast as the Snapdragon 820, which is in the S3, the Tab S3, but at half the price, it doesn't offer twice as much performance. If you were looking for something to do serious multitasking with, you might want to upgrade to the 4GB version, which just give you that little bit of extra future-proofing speed. It would offer a little bit more overhead when it comes to multitasking. It also comes preloaded with a 64GB storage on board, which you can expand from there. I only went with the 16 gig because I was going to throw an SD card in there. It was an extra $75 Australian on top to go up to the next tier model. I didn't see that as a necessary upgrade for me. So overall, I really like my experience with the Tab 4 10 Plus so far. This isn't a full in-depth review. If you do want one, let me know in the comments and I can do one for you. I've really enjoyed my experience with this and I will continue to enjoy it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you do, please like, comment and subscribe. And you can now follow me on Twitter at Southern Cross Tech. I'll leave the link in the description below for you, so feel free to hit me up on Twitter. Thank you very much.